Yo, what's up, guys? It's Ben10clem here, back with another college football video. And like I said in my poll video, I will be doing similar to the Heisman and how we do like the Heisman odds type stuff, but it's gonna be called the Ben10clem Player of the Year Award because I can't take the Heisman name, etc. like that. So my thing is a little different. I will edit it to fix it, but if you look at my webcam now. It says week 2, obviously not week 1, so we gotta obviously fix some stuff. I mean, because it's going into the second week. So technically, the preseason poll is week 1, and then this coming up poll, which you have obviously all watched if you've watched before this. Yeah, so this was all the week 1 games and their stats and who I think right now as the Player of the Year odds right now, and this is like the rankings I have them at. And this will change each week or not. You never know. They could stay the same. But right now, this is my odds. First, I want to go over the honorable mentions down here. I have Haynes King at Georgia Tech. He had an insane fucking game. Rushed for over 150 plus, I think, rushing yards on the ground as a QB. And I think he also had like 100 passing yards. He played out of his mind. Lenore Sellers also had a really good game. He did more passing than anything. He's normally like a scrambling running QB, so maybe they're just trying to get him like passing better, which if he does, he's going to be really scary. He already was scary when he was a freshman, so Lenore Sellers from South Carolina, there's no particular order in the honorable mentions. Gunnar Stockton at Georgia. I'm still waiting to see a lot from him. He was the passing leader and rushing leader against the game of Marshall, but I mean it's Marshall, so it's not like some crazy thing. And when you go to the Virginia Tech game, like versus South Carolina, not much. John Mater, I don't know how to say Mater or Mater, I don't know. Matteer. Sorry for scuffing the name. We'll have to look up how to pronounce it the next time. He passed for 392 yards. And this is the Oklahoma QB. This was also against Michigan. This was against Illinois State. 30 completions for 37 attempts, 392 passing yards, 81.1%. Completions average 10.6 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception, 1 sack. His rushing, 7 carries for 24 yards, not great, but also 1 TD. So he had in total 4 touchdowns, which is crazy. He's definitely someone to look out for, and I think he'll end up jumping that stuff in the end. And then Arch Manning, I still think he has a chance, but he is at the bottom of the barrel of the Heisman watch for me. The Player of the Year award for me because he fucking reeked against Ohio State. I'll just say that. I think he is easily the worst out of all these lists right now. So he's at the bottom. If I had to pick someone at the bottom. And we're going to start out with the top. Garrett Nussmeier. The LSU QB. And this was at Clemson, by the way. I went to this game. I saw it. He struggled in the beginning, but second half he just let it rip. It wasn't realistically the score. Yes, was 17-10, but they had a pretty commanding win. Clemson offense couldn't do much, which is why you'll probably be surprised why I have Cade Klubnik at 4, because I still think he has a lot of potential, and I think he will continue to stay in the Heisman race, because if you go back, look at the losses he had, like the one loss he had at the beginning of the year, he did terrible against Georgia. Then he had Heisman level stats by the end of the year. Like, it was insane, but he wasn't even close in the running. So Garrett Nussmeier had 28 completed passes for 38 attempts, so only 10 dropped passes, or 10 incomplete passes for 232 yards, 73.7 completion rate. Average 6.1 yards, 1 touchdown, 0 interceptions. Got sacked once. He was really good. He did not rush a lot, keep in mind. So there was not a lot of rushing to be done. So yeah, that's Garrett Nussmeier. He's the number one spot for me right now. He has the number one odds. Dante Moore at Oregon. I have him at my number two. I was thinking about swapping Drew Aller with him, but I decided not to. Dante Moore, against, I think that's Minnesota State. Obviously an FCS school, so it's going to be a blowout, 59-13. He was 18 completed passes for 23 attempts, 213 yards, 78.3 completion rate, 9.3 yards average, 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, and sacks 0 times. So that's good on the O-line's part, but it's also good knowing he can scramble and get out of the way if needed. Dante Moore looked really good. I think he's going to be good in the running. So I have him at number 2. Now, number 3, Drew Aller at Penn State. A lot of people call this guy mid or just a good QB, not great, but I think he's on the great level. I think he could actually have a chance of winning the Heisman this year if it's not Garrett Nussmeier. This guy played really well. He's consistent. That also helps because he has a good offensive line behind him, and he has decent receivers. So he's got a good team around him, and he's got a good coach. So they played Nevada, 46-11. He had 22 completed passes for 26 attempts, 217 yards, 84.6 completion rate, averaged 8.3 yards a throw, 1 touchdown pass, 0 interceptions, and got sacked once. He looked really good, and that's why I'm like, I think Dante Moore and Drew Aller could swap places realistically, but it could go either way there, in my opinion. But number 4, Cade Klubnik. You're probably wondering why he's not in the honorable mentions. I still think he has a chance, and he can prove himself. But this was his stats. We did end up losing against LSU 17-10. Garrett Nussmeier did outplay us by a long shot, but so did the rushing game. 0 rushing game by Clemson, by the way. 19 completed passes for 38 attempts, 230 yards, 50% completion percentage. Not looking great, but average 6.1 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 INT, sacked twice. He did not look great that game. I will be completely honest. But just how like Jeremiah Smith didn't have like a crazy outstanding game. He against Texas, which we're going to talk about next. I'm still having him here because I still think he has a good chance of winning the Ben10clem Player of the Year award. So now we're going to talk about Jeremiah Smith at Ohio State. Their game against Texas, at Ohio State, they ended up winning 14-7. Very defensive game, but like Ohio State offense obviously looked way better. Jeremiah Smith wasn't the main receiver thrown to that game, which is why he didn't get as much receiving yards. So he had 6 receptions, and then for 43 yards, averaged 7.2 yards. Longest run was 16. 0 touchdowns. So he really did not get the ball a lot that game, which partly was due to the amount of defense being played, and he just wasn't targeted a lot, which I was surprised they weren't targeting. I mean, Texas was really guarding him, so it makes sense. But this is a little short. This is like a new segment we're adding for this year. It's just like, so we have the Ben10clem poll comes out, then we have the Ben10clem poll versus the AP poll where we compare the two and what I would agree and then disagree with, and you guys in the comments can also agree or disagree with me as well. And then we have this new segment, the Ben10clem Player of the Year Awards, which will change possibly each week. I mean, the honorable mentions probably definitely will change. But other than that, yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. And I do hope you guys enjoy. And if you guys are looking forward to this segment as well, please give a like and subscribe so I know you guys enjoy it and want to continue watching. Anyways, I will see you guys in the next one. Blue Mist out. Peace.